Greetings, everyone. This is the Gardening Snail of Livingston, California, just trying to keep the community informed, sometimes with a little commentary along the way. In this video, we will be briefly going over the agenda for the April 16th, 2024 City Council meeting. During closed session, the City Council will be discussing the topic of threat to public services or facilities. What might those threats be? From looking at some of the agenda items to be discussed during open session, if I had to hazard a guess, the first could be about heading off the potential closure of our fire station at the end of June of this year. And the second could be about the increasing number of failures in our water delivery system and how that needs to be addressed before the city can even think realistically about approving more housing or commercial projects. But that's just a guess. On to the agenda. Closed session scheduled from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. The regular meeting is set to begin at 7 p.m. and you can participate via teleconference by calling 520-525-8911. The meeting will also be streamed on YouTube Live. Public comments can be submitted via email at citycouncil@livingstoncity.com. Comments must be received by 2 p.m. on the day of the City Council meeting in order for them to be distributed to the Council prior to consideration of the matter. You will need to provide meeting date, item number, name, email, and comment. Please limit to 300 words or 3 minutes, and please include public comment in the subject for the email. Written comments will not be read aloud at the meeting, but will be reported as received for the record. If you do not receive an acknowledgement of receipt by 4 p.m., please call the City Clerk's office at 209-394-8041, extension 121. Note, this technology is not a guaranteed method. Closed session. Any public comment on closed session items will be taken before the closed session. Subject for the closed session agenda is a consultation with the city attorney about a threat to public services or facilities. On to the regular meeting agenda. After the Pledge of Allegiance, moment of silence, roll call, closed session announcements, and changes to the agenda is citizen comments, where members of the public are allowed to address the City Council on any item not already on the agenda. There are 4 awards presentations or proclamations: Livingston High School Varsity Girls Wrestling, Livingston Boys Wrestling Team, Livingston Youth Football Varsity Team, and Sister Cities. Next is announcements and reports, with the featured report being a fire department update. The boards and commissions of which Jatinder Mann, Jason Roth, Maria Soto, and Gurpal Samra are members. The boards and commissions of which Jose Moran is a member. Followed by the consent agenda. Items on the consent calendar are considered routine or non-controversial and will be enacted by one vote unless separate action is requested by a member of the public, the city manager, or city council member. On the consent calendar, we have check warrants, a contract for citation processing services, the purchase of a new code enforcement animal control vehicle, purchase of 6 solar light poles, purchase of an applicant tracking system, and an ordinance change about how undergrounding utilities will be handled. There are quite a few discussion and potential action items this time around, and this could turn out to be a really late night, beginning with appointments of new Parks, Recreation, and Arts Commissioners, administering the oath of office to the new commissioners, then moving on to a discussion and direction on the City of Livingston Fire Services and what could happen to our own Station 96. Then there's the consideration of establishing an administrative fee for garbage collection and a 15% franchise fee to be paid by Gilton to the City of Livingston for the right to pick up the garbage here. Then there's a consideration of hiring a consultant to help Livingston figure out what needs to be done to upgrade our water delivery system and head off any failures that might be in the near future. Last on the list is figuring out how to spend a couple $100,000 or so that is in the Community Facilities District number 2005-1, followed by council direction on future agenda items and adjournment. Now we're going to start getting into some slides and staff reports, but I'm not going to read them all. Otherwise, this will turn out to be one very long video. So I'm going to start this section with the slides from the Fire Department Station 96, then follow with the staff report about the discussion and direction of City of Livingston Fire Services, finishing up with the rest of the staff reports. Pause to read at your leisure.